Every human body contains 37.2 trillion cells, of which each cell contains two important components: mitochondria, which only comes from mother, and nucleus. The DNA is present in mitochondria and nucleus. The mitochondrial DNA is used to study maternal inheritance, and the nuclear DNA, which most of which is autosomal DNA, comes from father and mother both, one pair from father and one from mother, and Y chromosome, which only comes from father through sperms. We study all these parts of cell to know the ancestry of our populations.
This is a admixture plot. It is made to study the genetic proportion in any of the target population. It is made on the basis of least CV error. Here our target population is Sindhi population from both India and Pakistan. As a whole, this population, both the population from the country have similar genetic component, and they are genetically more closer to the Indus Valley civilization or the Harappan civilization.
Population genetics not only reveals the ancestry of the people, but it also reveals whether a population is more susceptible to a disease or not. Like for example, we are studying the Saharia population. Over here we see it has very two unique haplogroups that are not present in their corresponding other populations, which might provide them more susceptibility towards tuberculosis.
This is fine structure, which is based on haplotype based studies. We are studying about Indian Muslim population, and they can be much more beautifully defined by their culture than their genetic ancestry. And the Indian Muslims, they are much more closer genetically towards their geographic neighbors than to the other Muslim groups, which are primitive groups.
Certain populations shows resistance for certain disease, like few population have ability to resist a disease and make it less severe than other population, and DNA analysis can be used to know what are those regions that is under selection in certain population. In case of COVID-19, many studies have been recognized a location in the genome that is providing severity to the disease, and in our study and the various analysis we have seen the East Asian population have kind of a resistance to the severe COVID-19 symptoms. So we try to analyze that what are the regions in the genome and which population that it can be selected, and in the study we have found that East Asian population has this selection in the region of the genome that is providing severity in the other population, but it is providing it is acting against and providing selection in the East Asian population.
Both in historical and archaeological context, we are getting some distinct relationship between these two regions. In historical context, we are getting right from the Indus Valley civilization, the relation between North and South India, as well as in archaeological context, we are getting the same things. So we have ample material remains which are proving the relationship between these two regions.
So the Kashi and Tamil people are actually not only associated by culture and other points, but they are also associated with their DNA, as we can see that they have the same common ancestor, only the proportion of this common ancestry is different. The largest contributor for them is Indus Valley people. Nearly half of their genome is being derived by the Indus Valley civilization. Then there are two ancient hunting gathering related ancestry. One is related to Andaman Island, another is associated with South India, whereas the fourth ancestry is associated with West Eurasian population. So overall, you can see that both of the population have been founded by the same common ancestors.